Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Welcome to the 135th installment of Tell Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about the Cleveland Cavaliers doing the unthinkable, shutting Mr. Alejandro up, coming back down 3-1 successfully versus the Golden State Warriors in the 2016 NBA Finals.
Tell him, Alejandro!
NBA drinkers, the unthinkable has occurred. An NBA team has came back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals, and the first team to ever do it is a team led by LeBron James. To have something like this on your resume, first of all, you're lit for life. Second of all, yes, your boy Mr. Alejandro did predict that the Golden State Warriors would win this series, and I also felt like when the Warriors were up 3-1 that it was over. So feel free to criticize me. I ain't gonna get mad at you. It's all fun and games. You know I'm playful. Now, in real life, my brothers, my family, my peoples that I know, they are slaughtering me. Rightfully so. Now let's actually talk about this series and what was the changing point in my opinion. As far as LeBron James and the way that he played, nobody can ever say nothing bad about this man. His performance in this NBA Finals was top notch, spectacular, top 5 in my opinion. LeBron James played great. I expected him to play great. Like I said before, in any series, LeBron James will get you 1 to 2 games because he's just that much of a beast. He's a tank in my opinion. He is Magic Johnson in Karl Malone's body. That's how he plays in my opinion. The other 2 games that he ended up getting, of course, his teammates stepped up. We're going to get to all his teammates. But I really feel like the changing point in this game, and this is why LeBron James is the MVP of this series. LeBron James has done something nobody has ever done. LeBron James used his package to win this series. Yes, people. How? I'm going to tell you how. Because he baited Draymond Green into snuffing him in the package. Low blow, just like WWE. And what happened? Draymond Green, who is a vital piece to the Golden State Warriors roster, important player for them, ended up getting suspended by the NBA for Game 5. And yes, Game 6, Green was back, and you have to understand, even though the Cavs won Game 5 and they're down 3-2, yes, Green is available for Game 6. Yes, Green was available for Game 7. However, the momentum absolutely shifted, and in my opinion, all the credit in the world must go out to the head coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Tyronn Lue. LeBron James, in my opinion, earlier this season, got the old head coach fired. That's just my opinion. I ain't got no proof, but I just feel like he's that dude. If he ain't want that coach fired, all he gotta do is stomp his feet and say, don't fire him. They're gonna be like, I bet you got it, you Gucci. So I feel like, yes, he assisted in getting that old coach fired. They did the right thing. In the long run, they did the right thing. Now, people, let me break down to you why it's time to start slurping up Tyronn Lue in these streets. Tyronn Lue made a ginormous adjustment. If you actually pay attention to my videos and actually stop laughing for a second, you'll pay attention to the fact that I'll be giving you the goods, son. I told y'all that Kevin Love was a defensive liability, in my opinion, for this series, and I felt like you would be better off using him differently than you would against other teams. It was actually a fan who made a Kickstarter page saying, Kevin Love, please don't play for Game 6. We'll pay you. It was that real, B. And Kevin Love played differently in Game 6. How differently? What am I talking about? Tyronn Lue brought Kevin Love off the bench for Game 6. Okay? And what does that do? It allows the Cleveland Cavaliers to play a lineup that is small. Who played small and was successful against the Golden State Warriors? The team that should be going against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Oklahoma City Thunder. I be giving y'all the goods in my vids, B. I know Tyronn Lue saw what I said. He was like, yo, Mr. Alejandro got the goods, son. Bring Love off the bench because he is a defensive liability in this series. If he switches off the pick and roll and he's 1v1 against Stephen Curry, you're going to lose, B. But if you have Tristan Thompson playing the center and he's switching on to Stephen Curry, or if you have LeBron James playing the power forward, which is his natural position in my opinion, okay, if you have him switching on to Stephen Curry on the perimeter, you have a ginormous chance of playing good defense as opposed to Kevin Love, who is stiff in my opinion. He has no lateral quickness. He just looks whack defensively to me, okay? I ain't no basketball expert. I'm just a fan, chilling at the crib, watching the games, and I'll be like, that dude right there, he ain't got no D. That's simple, alright? Now, with LeBron James and Tristan Thompson defensively playing the role that Kevin Durant and Serge Ibaka played, and Steven Adams, that's my mans. You change the complex of the game. You change everything, actually. When you look at the series with the Thunder and the Warriors, which I really think was the best series in this season, I really feel like everything that I look at in this series, you got to take notes from that series. That series was the blueprint of how to beat the Warriors. You look at how Draymond Green didn't really play all that well in that series, because going against other teams, Draymond Green will have an advantage when cats go small. But against Adams, Draymond Green had a lot of problems, and I feel like Tristan Thompson was a goon in this series. And that's kind of because he's a big. The way that he plays, his style, he's a big. He's a goon in the paint. He is one of Mr. Alejandro's guys. You know, if I'm picking cats, I'm picking him. Broad shoulders, brolic dude, I want him on my team. So Tristan Thompson's gonna goon out Draymond Green. Yeah, Draymond Green's gonna be able to stretch the court out, and he's gonna be gunning threes, and Thompson's gonna be kind of uncomfortable because, you know, he wants to protect the rim and all that. But ultimately, when you have those defensive matchups that the Cleveland Cavaliers had, you looking good, son. So now you need to look at the fact that Kyrie Irving, this is another difference maker in this series. Remember that last episode when I was coming at Kyrie Irving crazy? When I challenged him, when I was like, yo, you ain't a top 5 PG, blah, 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 blah. What did Kyrie do? He stepped up. This is something I did not predict. Coming into this series, I felt like Stephen Curry was going to play good. I felt like Kyrie Irving was going to play good. And they was going to go at each other. Kyrie Irving absolutely annihilated Stephen Curry. Annihilated him. He said, you think you nice? You think you that dude? You think you lit? I'm coming for you, B. But he came for him and he did it the right way. He bust his booty. That's simple. You look at somebody like Iman Shumpert, I ain't knocking him. He was coming at Curry, but he wasn't coming at Curry and busting his booty. Kyrie was busting Curry's booty, and that's just something that you can't really account for, because like I said, coming into the series, you're expecting both of them to play well. You're kind of expecting them to cancel each other out. But when Kyrie is crossing up Curry crazy and Curry is not crossing up Kyrie crazy, yeah, there's a serious problem, people. Not to mention when the game was on the line, tied 89-89, 1 minute left in the fourth quarter, game 7, series on the line, everything on the line, Kyrie 1v1 versus Curry, 3-point in his grill, B. Now, you also look at the fact that, in my opinion, I feel like the Andrew Bogut injury for the Golden State Warriors, I feel like that was an impact. I feel like that was a bad look for the Warriors going on throughout the series. I also look at somebody like Harrison Barnes, aka a bum. You have to look at his performance in game 5, 6, and 7. He absolutely stunk, people. Stunk. He shot horrendously. And you have to understand, when you're playing on a team with Stephen Curry, when you're playing on a team with the 80s porn star Klay Thompson, and you're playing on a team with Draymond Green, everybody else on the team is going to get open shots. Uncontested shots. You feel me? So when you're breaking wide open shots, you become an offensive liability, B. So Harrison Barnes, I'm very disgusted with you. I expect you to come back strong and, of course, improve your game. But as far as your NBA Finals performance, awful. We ain't letting you off the hook on Em Alejandro. Awful. Now, Stephen Curry, I also feel like he played bad. When you're a 2-time MVP, first time unanimous MVP ever in NBA history, you can't go out there and get your butt whooped like that. You can't. And when people are comparing you and LeBron James and they're saying that this could possibly be your league now, when you look at the fact that adolescents and millennials are definitely taking to Curry, statistically, they're taking to Curry and following Curry a lot more than they currently are LeBron. Curry, you have to show up. You have to understand, people, that this was a series where we really had the quote-unquote 2 of the best players in the league. I don't think Curry is the first or second best player in the league, but this was the story coming into the series. We have the first or second best player in the league. We really gonna figure out who the best player in the league is. LeBron was better than Curry in every single way. It wasn't even close. LeBron did something no player's ever done. LeBron led a series in every single stat. In points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. He played like the tank that I know him to be. When I saw the Cleveland Cavaliers win this championship, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. My peoples was all up in my face, pointing fingers, laughing at me, ha ha. You was talking all that trash when he was up 3-1, you lost. But I was crying, not crying on some damn y'all got it. I was crying because I felt like it was beautiful. I was crying, I had tears come down in my eyes because the Cleveland Cavaliers are a team that's never won an NBA championship. The state of Ohio in general, they don't win in the major sports. Major sports being basketball, football, baseball. The last time the Cleveland Cavaliers, just Cleveland in general, won a championship was the Cleveland Browns in the 60s. Way back in the day, son. That's way too long ago when things was in black and white. So I'm looking at this and I'm looking at LeBron James, who, by the way, this may be a secret to y'all. I'm going to put y'all on. LeBron used to be my favorite player growing up. I look at him win his championship. I was like, yo, this is amazing. I can't believe LeBron James just did this. He came back from a 3-1 deficit, son. You look at how LeBron did it. Game 5, 41 points. Team down 3-1. So now game 6, his team down 3-2. 41 points again. He's just giving it up. I'm that dude. That's how he's feeling. He's putting it on these cats. Game 7, season on the line. Triple-double. What the hell is going on? He's playing like a madman possessed. And I must say this. LeBron does not like being compared to Michael Jordan. But a lot of cats asked Phil Jackson, hey Phil, what do you think LeBron and the Cavs are going to have to do? And Phil Jackson said straight up, I think LeBron is going to have to play like a madman possessed. And in retrospect, that's definitely what LeBron James did. That doesn't mean you give Phil credit. It's not like Phil coached LeBron to this championship. But LeBron played amazingly. And all I could do is give him credit. I'm still going to make fun of that awful hairline. And I got some more ammunition for LeBron, because I definitely saw some gray in that beard, B. You're going to have to work on that beard, son. We got beard jokes coming up for LeBron James next season. Holla at your boy. Better start dyeing that beard, B. Anyway, LeBron, shout out to you. You did your thing. I don't like that LeBron doesn't like being compared to Michael Jordan. LeBron, you have to understand, when a player is great, ultimately, we're going to compare him to the best. And a lot of people, me included, feel like Michael Jordan is the best ever. And LeBron, when you're that great, like I said, you're going to get compared to Jordan, my G. It's that simple. Embrace that you're compared to Jordan. We don't compare bums to Michael Jordan. At least I don't. A lot of cats was comparing Curry to Jordan because of some of the accomplishments that Curry achieved. You understand? So when you're getting compared to Jordan, embrace that. If anybody says, yo, Mr. Alejandro, you did X, Y, and Z like Jordan, I'm going to be like, ow. So embrace the fact that you get compared to Jordan all the time. Ultimately, I don't think LeBron plays like Jordan. I feel like Kobe plays like Jordan. Kobe's a goddamn clone of Jordan. LeBron, like I said, in my opinion, plays like Magic Johnson in Karl Malone's body. LeBron is a specimen, a physical specimen that I've never seen in basketball, ever. And we might not see somebody like him for a very long time. So all the people who dislike him, but definitely appreciate his game, alright? Appreciate his game and understand that we may not see somebody like him in basketball ever. There's mad cats out here retiring, alright? Mad cats out here changing teams. So just appreciate what LeBron is doing for you. And if you want to make fun of him because you don't like him, hit the hairline. Hit that gray and beard. But don't make fun of the fact that he's great, alright? I gotta give a shout out to Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith, boy.
I be getting higher than J.R. Smith.
These are two players that used to play for the New York Knicks. When they got traded, I was like, you know what? I think this is good for them. I think it's good for the Knicks because things was not working out for the Knicks at the time. We were in shambles. It was one of our worst seasons ever. And I felt like, you know what? Phil kind of did these dudes a favor because he traded them to a team that has potential to win. And now to see them win, I felt so good for Iman and JR. JR especially. JR Smith, I feel like, is very misunderstood. JR Smith, I feel like deep down he does have a good heart. And ultimately, JR Smith is crazy. I am too. So I can relate. I like JR. I always want to see JR do good. I definitely still feel like J.R. Smith is reliably unreliable. And I don't think that's ever going to change when it comes to basketball. But I'm happy that JR won. He had a very beautiful speech after the game. He spoke about his family, how his parents always hold him down. People always judging him because of all the tattoos and all this and that. But he blots all that stuff out. JR, your boy Mr. Alejandro, proud of you, man. That's all I can say. Kudos to you. Shout out! I got to give one last shout out. This one is personal. Mr. Alejandro, as you know, is from NY, and I grew up watching the Knicks, watching the Nets, and all that. And there's a player on the Cleveland Cavaliers by the name of Richard Jefferson who used to play for the New Jersey Nets back in the day. And back in the day, the New Jersey Nets went to the NBA Finals twice. They lost, but now Richard Jefferson is on this Cleveland Cavaliers team, and he contributed, and he won his first NBA championship. I got to show him some love, man. I grew up watching him play with Kerry Kittles, Keith Van Horn, of course, Jason Kidd. He was the leader of the team, but this is when he ain't have no jumper. So they used to call him Acing Kid. My man's Kmart. He was a goon. I loved Kmart. Vince Carter afterward down the line. So I definitely just want to give a big shout out to my man Richard Jefferson. It made me feel happy to see him win an NBA championship.
Shut up!
I definitely want to address the head coach for the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr.
I keep the double R, me and Steve Kerr.
I think he's done a great job with this team for 2 seasons that he's been there. However, I do feel like he got out-coached by Tyronn Lue, to be honest with y'all. I told y'all Tyronn Lue made an amazing adjustment by bringing Kevin Love off the bench. By the way, let me give some love to my man's Kevin Love, because in Game 7, he definitely played good. Can't even front, especially in that first quarter. He was fiending for balls. He was like, I'm a fiend, I want rebounds, and I love that. I like goons. Not to mention that goon defense Kevin Love provided for the Cavs late in the game after Kyrie hit basically the game winner, locking up Steph Curry when the Warriors were down 3 and desperately needed a 3. Yes, that's a brick. I feel like Steve Kerr played some guys on his bench and played a few players that I felt like weren't matching up properly a little bit too much. For example, Festus Ezeli, I feel like he got exposed by LeBron James. Now, of course, Mad Cats are going to get exposed by LeBron James, but I kept seeing Festus Ezeli getting switched on the pick and roll and just getting carved up 1v1 by LeBron. I also noticed I gotta put Jeff Van Gundy on blast a little bit, because Jeff Van Gundy kept saying, yo, the Cleveland Cavaliers are taking too long. They're taking too long to run their offense. And to be honest with you, what the Cleveland Cavaliers did was take advantage of the matchups. The Cleveland Cavaliers know, yo, Steph Curry, he's frail. He don't really got goon defense like that. You feel me? So what they continue to do is go to whoever Curry was guarding and just attack him, bully him. Mr. Alejandro loved that. Yes, go get that weak link. He's soft. He ain't got no goon defense. He's frail. Barbecue chicken, baby. Pollo a la barbacoa. Go at him. And that's exactly what the Cavaliers did. So all the credit in the world to them. They are the 2016 NBA champions. They're the first team ever in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 deficit. Alright? So y'all got it. Y'all shut Mr. Alejandro up. Y'all shut mad people up. Y'all are on top of the world and y'all deserved it. All I could do is salute y'all, man. Do y'all thing. Oh, and by the way, we gotta mention this, because tell him Alejandro does not duck anything, alright? A lot of cats is out here talking about Kyrie Irving, talking about how, he's out here partying too much, da-da-da-da-da, walking around shirtless, da-da-da-da-da, J.R. Smith too. Hey, y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want. Y'all won the NBA championship. Y'all get a pass from Mr. Alejandro. Barack Obama out here telling J.R. Smith put a shirt on. J.R., tell him no! There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's recap of the 2016 NBA Finals. I really feel like this Finals was lit, and I feel like this playoffs was alright, but in general, this year's NBA season, for me personally, best season ever seen. A lot of cats felt like this Finals was rigged. I disagree. I don't think nothing was rigged. And a lot of cats was complaining because of the Draymond Green suspension. I definitely think it was a momentum shifter. I do feel like the NBA benefited from suspending Draymond Green for Game 5. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors had a similar situation in the series prior against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where Draymond Green completely, blatantly kicked somebody in the package, Steven Adams. And the NBA did not suspend him. Of course, they did not suspend him because they know if they would have suspended him, then of course they would have changed the series completely. Most likely OKC would have won, da-da-da-da-da. Ultimately, I don't think nothing's rigged. I think at the end of the day, unless there's some magnets in the basketball, okay, you can't rig a ball going through a hoop. You could probably have some sus referees who's calling stuff crazy, alright? But I don't think nothing was rigged. At the end of the day, Draymond Green, you gotta start keeping your cool, son. You cost your team the NBA championship this year, in my opinion. Even though you're a great player, one of my favorites. I love you. What do y'all think about this year's finals? What do y'all think about this year's actual season? I feel like when you have a team like the Warriors who win 73 games and break Michael Jordan's record, lit. Shout out to them because they made this season mad entertaining. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Tell them in the comments.
Tell him.
Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by Ted Baker. It's red and it's green. I look nice on the screen. Tune in for more sports, cars, video games, fitness, and all that. Follow at Tell him Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or, if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic, tell them, TA drinkers, you already know what time it is. Special outro music, baby.
Tell him.
Let's get it. I said Draymond, you're not a punter, but now I gotta call you the package hunter. Draymond, you're not a punter, but now I gotta call you the package hunter. Curry, you let me down, you let LeBron take the crown. Curry, you let me down, you let LeBron take the crown. Kyrie, you lit up the score, you don't gotta worry about party next door. Kyrie, you lit up the score. You don't gotta worry about party next door. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. T-E-A. We don't play. Nah, T-E-A. We don't play. Woo! Yeah.